I mean, YouTube has basically changed everything as far as celebrity and stardom is concerned. And even though, yes, there's still TV, and yes, there's still movies, and yes, there's still this, and yes, there's still that, YouTube is an instant fame machine for many people. And the person I use as an example is Dodson, who's now an internet celebrity. You know, Dodson, and this is according to his Wikipedia page, because he now has a Wikipedia page. He's a 24-year-old guy from Alabama who apparently foiled an attack on his sister. They lived in an apartment complex in Huntsville, Alabama. His sister was asleep in her bed. Allegedly, someone broke in, and there was evidence of a break-in in the news footage. The glass was broken, so somebody broke into the apartment and tried to assault his sister, and he came out and tried to foil or successfully foiled the attempted assault by physically confronting the guy and chasing him out of the house, I guess. So anyway, he and his sister and maybe other members of the family, I'm not sure, were interviewed by a local news outlet in Huntsville. Dodson is wearing a red bandana and a black tank top, and he has kind of a big puff of hair sticking out of the red bandana, and he does a direct address to the camera. You know, we're going to find you. You know, obviously there's a rapist here in Lincoln Park breaking into everybody's house. You know, he's talking directly to the camera, and he's doing it with a certain he has a certain method of presenting himself, and it's kind of humorous, but then again it's not, because you can tell that he's really upset. Well, anyway, one of the first parodies I saw of this was edbassmaster, who's a comedian on YouTube who does parodies of well, he's an actor who has different personas that he does, and his shtick seems to revolve around putting cameras in his car and then filming himself playing jokes and practical jokes, I guess, on drive-through employees at Burger King and McDonald's. Like he'll have a certain costume that he'll wear, and he'll affect a certain accent, and he'll, you know, basically give the poor people working at these fast food restaurants a hard time. And maybe some would argue he's giving them, you know, something exciting in an otherwise boring day, but nevertheless he's wasting people's time, but he's still funny. Another element of Ed Bassmaster's comedy is he puts cameras on store shelves at Home Depot and you know, Lowe's and places like this, and he'll put the camera on a certain shelf, and then he'll step back and he'll ask for help from one of the clerks,